Order number 1, administration of oath. Order number 2, communication from the chair.
Good morning, honorable members. Honorable members, I wish to bring to the attention of this House that the County Assembly of Turkana is honored to host a delegation from the County Assembly of Samburu from Wednesday, 15th October to Thursday, 16th October 2025. The visit is part of peer learning and benchmarking engagement aimed at exploring strategies for resource mobilization and strengthening partnership with development partners to enhance institutional performance and service delivery in county assembly. Honorable members, as part of this visit, the joint engagement session between the County Assembly Service Board of Turkana and Samburu will be held today, Wednesday, 15 October 2025, at the County Assembly offices. The session brings together the leadership of both assemblies to share experiences and best practices in the governance, administration, and institutional development. Honorable members, allow me to formally recognize and warmly welcome our distinguished guests from the County Assembly of Samburu, led by their Speaker and Chairperson of the County Assembly Service Board, Hon. Steve Lenamale. The full delegation comprised of 1. Hon. Steve Lenamale, Speaker and Chairperson, County Assembly Service Board. When I mention the name, you stand up for recognition. 2. Hon. Lemaisa Lekuchula, the Vice Chair, County Assembly Service Board. Hon. Ali Lelmusia, County Assembly Service Board Member. Hon. Joyce Lepadasa, County Assembly Service Board Member. Hon. Patrick Leshore, County Assembly Service Board Member. Fred Lenaper, Clark, County Assembly of Samburu. Pius Parasai, Director, Liaison, Partnership and Resource Mobilization. Victoria Somoina, Principal Officer, Public Relations. Simon Lopanyeike, Principal Human Resource Officer. Alfred Lenaola, Liaison Officer. On Jen Nakini, nominated MCA. Mr. William Lagat, Senior Administrator. Mr. Baraka Lesange, Security Officer. Mr. Samson Lete, Personal Assistant to the Speaker. Mr. Ropi Lekuale, Driver. And Mr. Adam Mohamed. On behalf of the County Assembly of Turkana, I extend our sincere appreciation of the Speaker and members of the County Assembly of Samburu for choosing Turkana as their destination for this important engagement. Honorable members, this visit is a demonstration of the spirit of inter-county cooperation envisaged under our devolved system of governance. It provides an opportunity to exchange ideas, strengthen partnerships, and build lasting relations between our two institutions in the service of the people we represent. I therefore invite honorable members to join me in extending a very warm welcome to our guests and wish them a fruitful and memorable stay in this county. So in extending our welcome, I will now ask the leader of majority to join in the welcome remarks. Thereafter, we have the leader of majority, then we have the MCA, those MCAs that neighbor Samburu. Then we will have the member of the county assembly for Katilia and the member of county assembly for Capedo and Apeton. So in that order, leader of majority.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, first of all, I want to join you in welcoming the County Assembly Service Board for Samburu to Turkana. I know the climate and the weather of this county is really disturbing you people, because Mr. Speaker, I'm seeing them struggling with the coats and jackets, but all the same, you will acclimatize as time goes by. Mr. Speaker, just to remind the visiting team or delegation that County Assembly of Turkana is one of the that county assemblies that hosted the Kenya Senate in their bunge mashinani. We hosted the Senate in this chamber, and because they saw it was ideal place to undertake their activities as enshrined in the Constitution. And so you can see from the way it is set up, there are iPads in every desk. We want to reduce a lot of paperwork. You can see even the people who are using, these people are digitally savvy. So they don't write a lot of things, but they can use these iPads in deliberating the assignment. So that is one unique thing with this county assembly, Mr. Speaker. So Speaker, again, just to inform again the visiting delegation that as an assembly, we have also done some bit of innovation, which is a bit rare if you compare with the other county assemblies. We have what we call the Ward Development Fund. It is not in law, but it's a creativity between the governor and the members of county assembly, so that we have some kitty for our wards. So we operate with the 50 million per ward for development, so that every member can generate the kind of development they wish to have in their wards. So that is a rare part of the things you can get in some of these county assemblies. So we rely on innovation. So, and then you can see, if you come to Turkana here, you realize that there are a lot of NGOs, VNGI, UNICEF, World Food Program, and many others that have not mentioned. So to operate with such NGOs, you don't just operate with them because, you know, we have been tasked with the assignment of this country. So we cannot operate in apparent chaos. So what we have done, we have the County Assembly Service Board. So they normally have what we call letters of agreement with this organization, or memorandum of understanding. And then they prepare joint work plans. Because you cannot just come as an NGO, we don't understand your history, and you just want to pick maybe around 10 to 20 members of county assembly, and you want them to join you in a training that is not structured. So for us, we have joint work plans with certain NGOs so that we work orderly, because we have assignments, we have roles to undertake for our county. So if we try to work without any plan, then we are doomed to fail. And that is why we are a bit structured in that manner. Mr. Speaker, I wish to welcome the delegation to Turkana as a cradle of mankind. So we have very good places. You have been hearing of Turkana eating stories of anger. Those are born stories. Evolution has done a great deal in this county. So there are good places you can visit. You can visit the Kakuma refugee camp. It's a good place. When you go there, you realize that you are interacting with the globe, because there are a lot of so many people from various nations you will interact with. So there we are hosting over around 300,000 refugees. So there is some space, but the forest is really destroyed. But we are working with the management to see how we can also improve on that. We also have a Nia Springs Beach, a very nice place. If you get time, you also visit there and see for yourself. That is really a beach. You can compare that with the one of Mombasa, and you will be surprised. We also have Lake Turkana, a very nice lake. If you go there, you may not come back. You may come there. If you have distance, you may come for some time. So there are also the dikes of those who have studied geography. There are also the dikes of Turkana, Lake Turkana. On your way to Lake Turkana or to Kalahol, you realize they are very fascinating dikes, and they are for tourist attraction. They also give us money. So Speaker, just to let them know that we have 30 elected members of county assembly, 30 wards from the 30 wards. Very brilliant fellows, they are here. Then nominated 16. And we have one elected woman, MCA, very strong woman, for Lodwa Township. Yes, 17 nominated. A very strong woman. I think she's, today is not around. Okay, that is, she's called Mama Nimoja. And we are struggling again to bring her back with some other ladies. So it's an innovation in such kind of area to have an elected woman. So that is some of the lessons you can also learn, and you can also do the same in your county assembly. Otherwise, with those few remarks, I wish to welcome you to Turkana County Assembly and the entire county on behalf of the rest of the members. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Leader Majority, Leader Minority.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for this opportunity you have given to me so that I can add my voice. By giving a word of welcoming to our brother brothers from Samburu. Honorable Speaker, I think much has been highlighted by the leader of majority about the ecosystem in our county, or the good things that we have as a county. He has mentioned about the cradle of mankind. And that's why we normally have a event called the Bogore. So our brothers from Samburu, when you are here, you are at home. So feel at home. And Honorable Speaker, it happened, there is a time I visited Samburu County. In fact, when I went to the assembly, Samburu Assembly. But I had a privilege even with my colleague here, Apoyo, and Luis. And the Speaker, one funny thing that I saw there, the environment, the business trees that they have in their county, they are not different with ours. Even the animal, the grazing patterns. In fact, I saw some big camels in that area. So I was wondering, what happened? So I was imagining, I thought maybe there are camels that those who are being stolen by our neighbors here for what? But it was very unfortunate for the Samburu. Those are our brothers, very close brothers. So, Mr. Speaker, I want to say to our brothers, welcome to Turkana County, Village Home. I know we'll be having a lot of sessions for interaction, because I know we still have a lot to do. So, for our brothers, you just roam around, visit all areas, and you will get so many good things here. And for the male guys, please, we have so nice and beautiful guys in the county. So don't hesitate even to bring for us some camels on that side. Because for us as pastoralists, we are entitled even to marry 10 wives. And we have the same characters. I don't think that. So I'm sure, Vice Honorable Speaker, as you look around for some learning, you ensure you are getting some good things here. And for the honorable members, you know, for us, the pastoralists, we normally demean our wives. And that's why you have heard from the leader majority, out of 30 elected, it's only one female elected. I think we need to go away from that culture. We want to recognize women as our own people. We don't need to segregate them. So, in fact, that's what I want to give our brother from Samburu. You might find maybe they have not even elected one wife there, one woman. You know, for us, we don't look women like our children. So in that case, Mr. Speaker, I'm not abusing them. But I'm trying to give courage to our brothers so that they can consider women in those elected seats, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, for those few remarks, I want to sit as say welcome once again by
Honorable member for Governor Piton, Honorable Speaker. I want to really welcome the presence from Samburu County. And Honorable Speaker, I want to testify that before I go to the Honorable House, I was working in Samburu Central with World Vision Kenya and the rest of President Johnson. And on Mother's Climate, Turkana County
bit warmer than Samburu County Speaker. And I think the areas are enjoying this environment. This is Turkana Central constituency, and Turkana County being one of the largest counties in the republic, about 77,000 square kilometers. So nowadays we have some conflicts on border points. Kibich is the farthest sub-county in this county, which is about 450 kilometers to Ethiopia border. Then Sudan border is around 250 kilometers. Then far south, we got Baringo, 130 kilometers. Then on the eastern side, that is Samburu, it's around 170 kilometers across the valley then to Baragoi. So that confirms that Turkana County is one of the largest counties in this republic. And you are free to visit these areas based on your check that you have visited this county. But Speaker, much has been highlighted by one of the majority leader about the county, touching on cultural value, on the ecosystem, that is lake. The lake is around 55 kilometers from here. California is 57, the area is around 45. You can choose to visit those places. We got also Uganda on this western side, it's around 150 kilometers to the border. Then if you wish to visit Moroto is just a drive around 2 hours to Moroto district. So I would wish to welcome you to this county, especially to this house, as you enjoy your visit this county. So feel welcome and feel at home. Thank you very much.
Honorable Alphonse.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, for giving me this opportunity to join the rest of colleagues in welcoming the great honorable members and the secretary from the great county of Samburu community. Mr. Speaker, just to start, I am an honorable member from Katida Ward. Katida Ward is in Turkana East. And the community of Katida Ward is partially perceived to be a community domiciled in Samburu County. Samburu County borders Katida Ward in a stretch of about 50 kilometers. And it includes a few of the bordering centers, that is Turkana, Seiyan, Lingatun, Barikati, and finally Sarima at the lakeshore. And Mr. Speaker, there is a key area called Barikati. Barikati is one of the key centers geographically belonging to Turkana County, Mr. Speaker. But administratively, Mr. Speaker, this sub-location, for that matter, is administered from both sides. You will find the administration, especially the Turkana village administrator and the Samburu, which is the Ngiro Ward village administrator, all are administrating from this particular area called Turkana. And Mr. Speaker, I can report that these people enjoy very good environment. In my recent visit, just to report to this house and to our colleagues there, I've just taken 2 days since I came back from Marikati. And from the centers that I've mentioned, Mr. Speaker, there was a clarion call from the communities residing in those villages that we've been sidelined from both governments, Mr. Speaker. The government of Samburu, which for quite some time was perceived to be the administration taking care of these particular communities along the border, and equally the government of Turkana County government, which due to distance and all that, have never been into contact with these communities. And what came out, Mr. Speaker, from the observation and interaction with the communities residing in the villages I've mentioned, Mr. Speaker, is that there is dismal development that has been done for both governments, Mr. Speaker. And I feel wise that I share it in the presence of the representatives of the two communities in this house, Mr. Speaker. And then I think that will inform that going forward, all county governments have to consider or reconsider in ensuring these communities get their share from both county governments, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, as I've just said, these are communities living together. These are communities who have interacted, intermarried. And Mr. Speaker, it is funny enough that when you get into the villages I've mentioned, Mr. Speaker, the most easiest language these communities use, the Turkana community use, is the Samburu language, Mr. Speaker. And it's very much interesting that these people geographically are situated in Turkana County, but the language and bit of the culture they use is really from the neighborhood. And that shows that there is kind of good rapport. There is a kind of a good, impressive living between the two communities, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, just to say about the resource and about Katilia, Mr. Speaker, just to inform, because they are from the neighborhood, Katilia is actually having or harboring some good resource at the valley. We share a valley with Suguta, Capital and Pinto Mode from territory, part of Lalio, going downwards. There is this Lake Logipi. Lake Logipi is a breeding site of the flamingos. It's really a lake, a small lake there, before you join, a few kilometers then between Lake Turkana. So it's a breeding site for flamingos, and there have been visitors or tourists from various places of this country for that matter, that happen to be visiting this Lake Logipi, Mr. Speaker. So it's a breeding site that allows, it's really favorable for flamingos to breed, and then as they move to Lake Nakuru and Lake Elmetaita, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, within Parikati sub-location there is Nikayo. Nikayo is a geothermal, is known for geothermal sites, Mr. Speaker. which is due for exploitation, Mr. Speaker. And there are still new findings of other resources within that particular place, Mr. Speaker. There is wind that is essential in wind power production within those places, Mr. Speaker. So, Mr. Speaker, having said the few remarks, Mr. Speaker, allow me to join the rest of my colleagues who welcome the leadership from Samburu County in welcoming them. Feel at home. This is your second home, and a good neighborhood for you at any given time. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Mr. Alphonse. To conclude that, it would be unfair to have the Deputy Speaker seated there without saying a word. Deputy Speaker, in 2 minutes.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker, for allowing me also contribute into welcoming our colleagues and very beautiful colleagues to this honorable house. Honorable Speaker, I want maybe to introduce myself. Apart from being the Deputy Speaker of the Turkana County Assembly, I am also a member of County Assembly representing people from the Kuru Ward in Turkana West. Feel welcome. And as it was stated by our leader of majority, Turkana West is one of the areas that is unique, and it is in the run and the map of our country for hosting close to 300,000 refugees, which of course has transited from a camp to a settlement. So it is one of the beautiful sites for one to go and have a look at and exchange ideas. In many cases, Samburu and Turkana is said to be to have taken a lot of larger area in Kenya, which of course this has been attributed by our way of resilience and the way of interaction. So when I see our fellow Samburu County Assembly guys in place, I feel like I have seen a Turkana in place, I have seen a person, I have seen people who are able to move together with the same ideas and the same way they are working. So while I was seated here, Honorable Speaker, I felt like the County Assembly of Samburu, even though I've not visited them, is one of the places that is unique, and guys might have been as clever as Turkana as it is. I don't want to miss this, Honorable Speaker. I am an anthropologist, and I do most of my social anthropology and oral anthropology, and most of the sites that I normally visit is Isiolo, Samburu, and Rendile as part of my interested area. So that's the reason why I feel like when they are around, I feel like they are my people, and if all goes well, we will exchange these visits many other times. And thank you again. Feel welcome, feel appreciated, and be part of the team. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker, and thank you everybody, every honorable member who has contributed, and thank you the team from Samburu and my colleague Speaker. Thank you for this opportunity. Next order.
Order number 3, messages.
Next order.
Order number 4, petitions. Order number 5, papers as listed in the appendix.
Leader of majority.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I wish to lay the following papers. 1, the report of the Appointment Committee on the vetting and approval hearing of nominees to the selection panel for appointment of the Secretary, CEO, and members of the Turkana County Public Service Board. 2. The Turkana County Budget Review and Outlook paper, the 6th of 2025. The Speaker allow me check.
Proceed, Leader of Majority. Next. Chair, Health and Sanitation.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I rise to lay on the floor of the House report of vetting nominee for the position of County Chief Officer for Lodwar County Referral Hospital. Thank you, Honor.
Proceed, Chair. Chair, County Administration, Security and Disaster Management.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I rise to lay the report of the County Security and Disaster Management Committee on the vetting of an approval hearing of nominees to the position of County Chief Officer in the Office of the County Secretary and the Chief Officer in charge of Strategic Delivery Unit and ICT.
Proceed. Next order. Honorable members, the county budget and the secret paper is committed to the Committee on Budget and Appropriation Committee. Next order.
Order number 6, notice of motion, approval of nominees to the selection panel for appointment of the Secretary and CEO and members of the Turkana County Public Service Board.
Leader of Majority.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I rise to give a notice of motion that this County Assembly considers and approves the recommendations contained in the report of the Select Committee on Appointments on the vetting and approval hearing of nominees to the selection panel for appointment to the Secretary, CEO, and members of the Turkana County Public Service Board, laid before this House on Wednesday, 15th October 2025 at 9 a.m. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Chair, Health and Sanitation. Okay, next order.
Order number 7, notice of motion, approval of nominee to the position of County Chief Officer, Lodwar County Referral Hospital.
Chair, Health and Sanitation.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Rise to give notice of motion that this county assembly considers and approves the recommendation contained in the report of the Sectoral Committee on Health and Sanitation on the vetting of nominee to the position of the county chief officer, that is for Bodo County Referral Store, laid before this house on Wednesday, 15th October 2025 at 9 a.m.
Thank you. Next order.
Order number 8, notice of motion, approval of nominees to the positions of County Chief Officer in the Office of the County Secretary and the Chief Officer in charge of Strategic Delivery Unit and ICT.
Chair, Security Administration and Disaster Management.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I rise to give a notice of motion that this County Assembly considers and approves the recommendations contained in the report of the Sectorial Committee on County Security, Administration and Disaster Management on the vetting and approval hearing of nominees to the position of County Chief Officer in the Office of the County Secretary and the Chief Officer in charge of Strategic Delivery Unit and ICT, laid before this House on Wednesday, 15th October 2025 at 9 a.m. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Next order.
Order number 9, statements as listed in the appendix.
Leader Majority.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, pursuant to Standing Order 49-2A for the business schedule for the House Business Procedure and Rules Committee for the week 15th to 22nd October 2025, I wish to highlight the business for the week starting from 14th to 22nd October 2025. Mr. Speaker, on Tuesday, 14th October 2025 at 9 a.m., we will have statements. 1, response by the Chairperson Health and Sanitation Committee to a statement on Kankuru Mary Dispensary, Alcohol Ward. 2, response by the Chairperson Education, Sports and Social Protection Committee to a statement by Honorable David Accord on ECD centers and number of teachers in Kerio Delta Ward. On Wednesday, 15th October 2025 at 9 a.m., we have papers. 1, report of the Health and Sanitation Committee on the vetting of nominee to the position of County Chief Officer, Lodwar County Referral Hospital. 2, report of the County Security Administration and Disaster Management Committee on the vetting and approval hearing of nominees to the position of County Chief Officers in the Office of the Governor, Chief Officer SDU, and Chief Officer Office of the County Secretary. 3, report of the Appointment Committee on the vetting and approval hearing of nominees to selection panel on recruitment of Secretary, CEO, and members of the County of Turkana County Public Service Board. And 4, the Turkana County Budget Review and Outlook paper, April 2025. We have notices of motion. 1, consideration of the report of the Health and Sanitation Committee on the vetting of nominee, the position of County Chief Officer, Lodwar County Referral Hospital. 2, consideration of the report of the County Security Administration and Disaster Management Committee on the vetting and approval hearing of nominees to the position of County Chief Officers in the Office of the Governor, Chief Officer STU, and Chief Officer Office of the County Secretary. 3, consideration of the report of the Appointments Committee on the vetting and approval hearing of nominees to selection panel on recruitment of Secretary, CEO, and members of the Turkana County Public Service Board. On statements, a response by the Chairperson, Water Services, Environment and Natural Resources Committee to a statement by Honorable Mark Akeru on the recurring hyenas attacks and the loss of livestock in Loima Ward. During question time, at the same at the allotted time there, we have response by Turkana County Public Service Board to a question by Honorable Samuel Ayo on internship policy and ECD staffing gaps. On Wednesday, 15th October 2025 at 2:30, we have the following papers. One, the Public Finance Management, Turkana County Persons with Disabilities Fund, Regulation 2025. Two, report of the Finance, Planning, Trade and ICT Committee on the vetting and approval hearing of nominees to the position of County Chief Officer, Partnerships and Chairperson, Turkana County Biashara Fund Board. We will also have the notice of motion, consideration of the report of the Finance, Planning, Trade and ICT Committee on the vetting and approval hearing of nominees to the position of County Chief Officer, Partnerships and Chairperson, Turkana County Biashara Fund Board. We have a statement, response by the Chairperson, Infrastructure, Transport and Public Work Committee to statement by Honorable Samuel Elio on the grading and bush clearing of security roads in Robocat Ward. We'll also have the motion, the following motion. One, consideration of the report of the County Security Administration and Disaster Management Committee on the vetting and approval hearing of nominees to the position of County Chief Officers in the Office of the Governor, Chief Officer, SDU, and Chief Officer, Office of the County Secretary. Two, consideration of the report of the Health and Sanitation Committee on the vetting of nominee to the position of County Chief Officer, Lodwar County Referral Hospital. On Thursday, 16th October 2025 at 9 a.m., we will have the following motion. One, consideration of the report of the Finance, Planning, Trade and ICT Committee on the vetting and approval hearing of nominees to the position of County Chief Officer, Partnerships and the Chairperson to Turkana County Biashara Fund Board. We will also have, during question time, we have a response by CCM, Agriculture and Pastoral Economy to a question by Honorable Willie Akuyo on the status of model irrigation scheme at Morlem in Lokori Kocholin Ward. On 21st Tuesday, October 2025 at 9 a.m., we have the following motion, consideration of the report of the Appointment Committee on the vetting and approval hearing of nominees to selection panel on recruitment of Secretary / CEO and members of the Turkana County Public Service Board. Two, consideration of the report of the Finance, Planning, Trade and ICT Committee on the vetting and approval hearing of the nominee to the position of the Chairperson, Turkana County Biashara Fund Board. And on Wednesday, 22nd October 2025 at 9 a.m., we have the following, during question time, we have response by CCM, Natural Resources and Climate Change to the question by Honorable Anaklet Lemuya to ask a question on status of implementation of the Turkana County Climate Change Act 2021. And on Wednesday, 22nd October 2025 at 2:30 p.m., we have the following motion, the procedural motion of adjournment for CASA Games 2025. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Leader of Majority. Honorable members, that is the program of events in this House between today and the 22nd. So take note so that you can take part in deliberating
on what will be on the table during that time. The Chair, Water, Services, Environment and Natural Resources Committee on a statement by Mark Akero on the recurring hyena attack and the loss of livestock in Loima Ward. Chair?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. Mr. Speaker, sir, the committee received a statement from the concerned ministry. Mr. Speaker, the committee, before tabling the statement today, the committee went through and reviewed the statement and discussed the contents of the statement as submitted by the committee or the ministry. Mr. Speaker, the committee met with the sponsor of the statement and clarified any points and discuss concern as per the statement given out. Mr. Speaker, sir, I'm happy today to give a response from the committee, from the ministry, concerning the issues of Adiana as given out by Honorable Mark Akero. The Speaker, sir, the response are as follows. Question number 1, on the issues of county government being aware of the attacks. It was ascertained that the county administrative unit in Loima Sub-County were well conversant with the incidents, which were also raised to concern government entities like Kenya Wildlife Service. B, on the same question, Mr. Speaker, was on the issues of if the assessment was conducted by the county government in liaison with the Kenya Wildlife Service.
Go ahead, Chair.
Mr. Speaker, question 1B of the same question was on the issues of the issue on if the assessment was conducted by the county government in liaison with Kenya Wildlife. Mr. Speaker, the technical team from the county government Department of Environment, Climate Change, Natural Resources conducted a fact-finding visit to Loima Sub-County and later visited Kenya Wildlife Service officers and managed to gather the following information. The Department of Environment, Climate Change and Natural Resources findings, the team, with support from each sub-county and a village administrator, conducted a community engagement in Lokwa and they established the following. That the hyena's attack on livestock incidents escalated from 2022 to date. The community members confirmed that indeed the attacks were real and becoming rampant and unbearable both during daytime and night. The community members reported that there were attacks on camels, 21 camels, goats and sheep, several occurrences of shot and guns. That the security of community among its community members and livestock has been compromised, thus creating tension and fear in the community. Mr. Speaker, unreported cases of one community member attacked by the name Ewoy. Although the attacks were genuine, the team could not gather any evidence on the predations attacks on livestock, making it difficult to fast-track the compensation process. The village, the administrator explained to the team that the attacks were on the decline and there was no current incident experience. Kenya Wildlife Service occurrence report. The deputy warden report that the predations of a hyena attack were once reported on 16 December 2022 with 2 reported incidents of 2 adults by the name Munyesu Lokoel and Longole Ereng. There were reported incidents of livestock attack on 26 May 2023 and 17 January 2023. Type of intervention done on affected villages. Mr. Speaker, Turkana County Government through its administrative units have reported instances of hyena attacks on livestock and human to the relevant government institutions like Kenya Wildlife Service. The Kenya Wildlife Service has already initiated compensation for the 2 adults who survived the predation attack. Question 2. What immediate steps taken by the county government to protect residents and livestock in Loima Ward from further wildlife attack? Mr. Speaker, sir, the county government has conducted a number of community awareness on biodiversity conservation and human wildlife coexistence. The county government of Turkana sits in the county compensation committee on predation attacks, putting the interest of the community members first. Question 3. Long-term strategies and mitigations measures to prevent recurrence of wildlife attack. Mr. Speaker, the county government through the Directorate of Livestock has given a directive to members of the community to construct safer livestock structures to deter wild animals. The Department of Environment, Climate Change and Natural Resources to conduct regular community awareness on wildlife attack. The county government should conduct sensitization and compensation teams by Kenya Wildlife. The community members are encouraged not to destroy evidence and promptly report the incident within 24 hours. The Kenya Wildlife Service has promised the establishment of an outpost in Loima County to mitigate the human wildlife conflict. Question 4. Is there any existing compensation for the affected pastoralists and how the victim can assess it? The Kenya Wildlife has already fast-tracked the compensation for the reported, investigated, and documented cases for the 2 individuals earlier mentioned that experienced the attack. The county government is committed to taking awareness on the existence of the livestock compensation form issued in the Directorate of Livestock. Emerging issues during the visit. There was an evidence of severe drought that has affected livelihoods. A clear evidence on invasion of locusts affected the maternal integrity of the pattern. There are cases of livestock infections associated with infections and skin contact with locust products. Challenges. The Directorate of Natural Resources, where the matters for county wildlife are domiciled, is underfunded. The Directorate concerned is not able to establish at the specific inches and movement pattern for the conflict animal thus making it difficult to establish boundaries from the human existence or residence. The community members were not able to provide sufficient evidence on the occurrence. Thank you.
Honorable Member for Loima.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I wish to thank the chairperson over the given press report. It is true, we met with deliberation over this issue. Honorable Speaker, the 3 wards are majorly affected by this hyena attack. That is Loima ward, Lorekipi, Lokiriama ward, and our neighboring ward of Leta ward. You see, Honorable Speaker, if the situation of these residents are not going to be controlled, both, we need to have control measures over these attacks. One villager from my area called Ekai Losike lost 8 camels. And you see, Honorable Speaker, when they talk of this issue of not destroying evidence, one is supposed to give evidence within 24 hours. How is it possible to our community? It is quite impossible because they live where there is no road, they keep on suffering. So what is supposed to be done is the department to come with the measures to control these predators. Otherwise, we are going to have no livestock. The situation is completely unbearable. People are losing their livestock. So unless there is a mechanism And again, Honorable Speaker, when they talk of compensation, you know, compensation is very tricky. It is provided by the law, and when you ask this department, how many patrols have been compensated? Because we have looked at similar cases in the lake where the crocodiles are killing people. I don't think they have been compensated. How was the Korean was attacked by Yana, was treated here and looked at district hospital, and he was not compensated. So some things remain a theory. So the given response, we are not satisfied because unless we get into control measures over this predator, otherwise our people will keep on suffering. It will be untold suffering. Because where they live, there is no network. There is no way they can communicate. You only go and get a report for maybe a week. Maybe you get some reports maybe after 2 weeks. So it is a disadvantage to our people. Honorable Speaker, I have never seen a red hyena in color. The community could report such a color of hyenas in our area, especially in the area where Honorable Opayo, that's the Amani area. They brought one hyena and it was red in color. We have never come across a red hyena. And these are the same hyenas killing several camels in night. The normal hyenas we knew will only eat maybe one camel. So, Honorable Speaker, unless control measures are put in place to control these predators, otherwise, by allowing these predators, we don't feed on these predators. They don't even have any revenue because they are kept loitering around. Because there is no game reserve there. So you see, our people keep on suffering. So, Honorable Speaker, I am not satisfied with the given response unless there is a solution to this matter. Thank you very much.
Chair, I hope you have got from the concerned member of the County Assembly on the situation. That one, the answer is not satisfactory. The strategies put forth are not combating what is required. Now open for contribution for only 5 minutes. Now that that is clear, there will be some contribution, then we close that and go back to the committee. Honorable Mary.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, I am a member of the Committee of Water and Natural Resources. Mr. Speaker, I want to concur with my colleague. Normally, when we were looking at the report, we had over red hyenas. And you see, Mr. Speaker, in this era where things can be created through technology, we are worried maybe the red hyenas have been created. And now, the life of our people are in danger. And these hyenas, the red hyenas, are marudi. They can feed on even 10 camels. Mr. Speaker, a price of a camel is like 70,000. When red hyenas come and maroon 10 camels in one day, the life of our people are at risk. And then the Kenya Wildlife talks of preserve the evidence. Now, when you are living in a room, how do you preserve evidence? And how long will it take for the Kenya Wildlife to move from Lodwar to Uru? How many days are they found in the field, back there in the villages? Mr. Speaker, there is some, the lives of our people are taken for granted. They are taken for just like that. When they are losing their livestock, nobody cares. The Kenya Wildlife is only concerned about the hyenas, concerned about the crocodiles, concerned about like in my village, there is a python that is moving there, eating goats. And you see, Kenya wildlife is just relaxed. And when you kill, that is when they will come. They will come and say their animals have been killed. Honorable, I want to advise my colleague that we will wait for the Kenya wildlife to come and wait in vain. It is time to take action and kill the red hyenas. Yes. Because if the red hyenas are feeding on our livelihood and we cannot eat them, all we have is to kill them. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Yes.
Honorable Member, we are not authorizing the killing of those hyenas in the house. Honorable Tibon, and
thank you, Honorable Speaker. I am really concerned in the plea of the people of Norima and other parts. It is indeed true that the Kenya Wildlife Services have their own problems and they will never assist us. The other time I was in Lower and Favario and I found people crying, weeping because they had lost about the real relatives. And you know there are crocodiles even in Katibu and you have never had us complain. We have been dealing with them and there is no evidence. The only evidence is that they used to be in my farm, killing my goats. They actually enjoy dogs and they no longer disturb us. There are also hyenas in Kakao and those other places where we have our crabs. They have never had us cry. So if you wait for Kenya Wildlife Services, they have their own problems, they have no fuel, they have excuses, they have no money for compensation. Wait for them until the red hyena comes to carry you. It is our time to defend ourselves. With that thing.
Musa, be the last.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I also want to just say one or two statements or comments. The first one, Honorable Speaker, there is a disconnect in the manner in which we requested for a statement and the concerned agency. You know, when matters to do with wildlife are purely mandate of Kenya Wildlife Service. And in this statement, we've seen the department trying they went to the field, of course, minus the Kenya Wildlife Service, which was in the first time in mistake. They should have been accompanied by KWS to their fact-finding mission, so that the information they will have received will have been accurate, rather than coming back from the field and requesting information from the office